too loud. Hey guys, welcome to an XY Chronicles that it's probably not going to be very chronological. I don't even know what that means. Yes I do, just kidding. So I was thinking, and I was going through some of my YouTube videos, the XY Chronicles YouTube videos, and I was also going through some of the Tumblr questions that I've had. And I decided that I would make just a short-ish Q&A video relating to topics about me being transgender and also other topics that can kind of correlate within everything. So, yeah, I've written these down and I'm gonna touch on them, whatever. So the first one is, what size is the peacock that you use? Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on. I had to check the paper. By the way, here he is. He hasn't seen you guys in a while, and he's missing you. I've had him since I made the review on him. I still haven't named him, but this is, I mean, he pretty much looks the same. Actually he does, he just has a few fuzzies on him. But he's the same, he's still kicking it, you know, my jock harness is also still kicking it. I will say that, just kind of an update on the review, you know, the jock strap has to be washed every laundry cycle. Everybody's laundry cycle is different, but I wash my jock harness every time I do laundry. Every single time. It took me a while to kind of get used to packing, but I've got it down pat now. I can only wear boxer briefs comfortably with him. That's not to say that you can't wear regular boxers or tighty-whities or whatever you wear, or go commando. But I just prefer, and it's more comfortable for me to just wear boxer briefs because they're tighter and they hold him in place better. And, you know, I don't even think about it now. I've gotten used to it. Peeing, though, I don't really do a lot. Simply because I still haven't quite got that down. And I used to be very dysphoric about standing and peeing and not being able to do it. But I've decided that I'm going to sit down any chance that I get. I'm not going to stand up if I don't have to. So, I've justified myself. I do need to practice, though. Not going to lie. But, the size of him, he is 4.75 inches. I literally just read it. I think it's 4.7. Shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, he's 4.75 inches. Sorry, I had to go back and check again when I just checked, but light beige, 4.75, love him. For my size, my height, I'm 5'3". I'm a small dude. I've got kind of, I don't really have a bulky frame. I have kind of, like, I've been working on that. I've been working out a little bit and trying to get more toned, but I think this is a good size for me. I didn't want a huge wang, but I also didn't want, you know, a little bitty baby. You know, so there's that. Number 2, what happened to your piercings? I thought you had your lip and your tongue. I did have them. The only piercings I have now are my ears, and they're not even in. I was gonna put my new gauges in, but I didn't even do that. My ears are at 7/16. I stretched them from originally what they were scalpeled. Yes, I had my ears scalpeled. Super painful. Don't recommend it because of the pain. Unless you have a super high pain tolerance, then go for it. My piercings went away because, well, my lip piercing went away first because I had to keep taking it out for work. And I know there's the whole clear stud option, but I took it out completely because you could still tell when I had a stud in. And somebody was always saying something to me, and I was just like, you know what, fine, I'm just gonna take it out, whatever. I've had it for, well, I had it since 2009, took it out this year, so whatever. My tongue, I had my tongue pierced too. It looks weird now. But I took it out because I was going for manager at my job, and I haven't got it yet, but I'm sort of, there. I still have to have my manager interview. But I thought, you know what, I probably shouldn't have my tongue pierced. Not that it's not, like, I don't care about the whole, like, you shouldn't have pierced things or tattoos in a profession. I mean, I'm tatted. Not as much as I want to be, but I have tattoos, and I still have my ears. It's not that I don't think it's professional, it's just that for me personally, I felt that that was a time in my life that I was just done with. I mean, there's grandmas rocking piercings, and that's cool, but I just didn't think it was for me anymore. I'd been debating taking my tongue ring out for a while now, and I just decided that this was the time. I'm going for this management position. I felt like I'd grown up a little bit. Not that piercings are childish, just for me personally, I just didn't think it was necessary anymore. Number 3, what caused your social anxiety to be so bad? To be honest with you, I don't think anything really caused it. I think it just developed and reared its ugly, ugly head because I have horrible social anxiety. I feel like it's gotten a little better from what it was a few years ago, but it still has its moments where I have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, IBS, all kinds of fun, cool things that no one should ever want to go through. Stop romanticizing it. Thanks, Tumblr. But, in all honesty, I'm not 100% sure. I just know that I have a lot of trust issues. A lot of things happen to me that have caused me to be more anxious around people I don't really know that well or don't trust. I can't explain it, just like you can't explain depression, or you can't explain a lot of these things that happen to us, but they just do because they're chemical imbalances, and things just are the way they are, and you can't really change them. Number 4, do you like femmes, butch, or studs? I like people. I don't really gender. I don't really see it much. I like people. I'm attracted to... I sound like one of those weird people, but you know what? Fuck it. A lot of people judge people for being attracted to someone's personality and mind, and they're like, well, they have to look some type of way, don't they? Like, physical? Yeah, sure. I mean, physical traits kind of play a role in if I'm attracted to you, but everybody finds different things attractive, and for me, if I'm going to date you, or if I'm going to be with you, it's not about how you identify, it's about how you treat other people and how you are as a person, not how you identify. I don't know. Number 5, how do you deal with people talking shit / causing problems with you? Well, how I deal with it is I get extremely irritated and angry with it, and I let it boil up inside of me, and then I take it out on my friends. But how you should probably go about dealing with it is talking it out with that person, being like, what the fuck is your problem with me? What have I done to you? How can we resolve this issue to where we don't have any bad blood between us? Because, really, this is all middle school, high school bullshit, and we're adults, and let's handle this like adults. That would be a cool thing to do. That's probably the way to go about it, but I just let it boil up inside of me, and I don't talk to people about it, and then I just hold a grudge forever, and probably hate the ground that they walk on. But I'm working on that. Number 6, how do you know you're in love? You just know. It's really hard to explain, especially if you've never been in love, or especially if you feel like you've been in love, but then had your heart broken by that person, and they just kind of stomped it out, and you don't really know if you were in love with them, or obsessed with them, or depended on them, or what. Like, what's going on? Love is a very hard emotion to define, as well as describe, as well as understand if you're feeling it or not. Love is very complex. It's not just a, I'm in love with you. It's more of a, I want to be with you every second. I want to breathe you in at all times. I want to surround myself with things that you like because I like you and I love you and I want to be around everything that you love because everything that you love is everything that I love, and I want to be, you know, like, you're just overwhelmed and you think about them all the time. You're always trying to plan things with them future-wise and just in general, and you love their presence, you love being around them. I don't know, but then again, that could be also best friends, that could be, you know, it's hard to explain unless you've really felt it. Yeah. Number 7, how do you tell someone you like them? You just tell them. You just say, hey, I like you. Whether it's like or like, just be upfront, be like, yo, you make me feel some type of way, and it's a good some type of way. You have me in my feelings all the time, and it's a good type of thing. I like you. But be careful, be wary. Sometimes when you tell people you like them, they're gonna say, that's nice, I don't like you back, or they're gonna say something like, get away from me, or they may not reciprocate the feeling, and that's okay. Don't get all bent out of shape if they don't like you back. Meninist, I'm looking at you. People who think friend zone is a thing, I'm looking at you. Stop it. Take your fedora off and just back away from her or him. They don't like you like that, and it's okay. They don't have to. Number 8, how do you deal with feeling like the most important person to you is replacing you? I mean, I'm really bad at talking to people, hence the social anxiety thing. But if you feel that the most important person to you is replacing you, you really need to sit them down and go, look, man, I feel this way. And it would be really nice if you reassured me that it's not happening, or let me know if it is happening so I can mentally prepare myself and emotionally prepare myself to just let you go. Because the older I've gotten, the more I've understood that it's not so much about trying to force someone to stay in your life. It's about letting them decide what they want for themselves and being okay with it. Because not everyone's going to stick around forever, and people are looking out for just themselves, and if you're in no position to, you know, if you're not the same person that they met, or if you're not the whatever, and they don't like it, then that's their problem. You changed, and they don't like it because you're not the old you. Well, you probably changed for the better, or you probably had something that you were working on, and you finally reached it, and you're at the outcome, and it made you a better person. And if they're not sticking around to find out who that person's about, then they probably aren't or shouldn't be the most important to you in your life anymore, because that sounds like toxic. And you just have to, if they don't want to be in your life anymore, and if you've talked to them, if you've been honest with them and they've been honest with you, like, look, I'm sorry, I just don't fuck with you like that anymore, or I'm not with you through the long run like that anymore. It's like, well, alright, that chapter's done, it's closed, you know, close the book. And I understand it's hard. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to just cut ties with that person, especially if they've been a prominent figure in your life for a long time and very important to you for a long time. But see, with me being transgender, I've had to do that with a lot of people that I used to be close to, because they don't grasp the concept and they don't support the concept, and it's not even a concept, it's me. And they don't support me, they don't see it like that, they don't understand it, so they refuse to acknowledge that it's there, that I'm there, that I feel a certain way, that this, that, and the third. So I've had to be like, well, thanks for the experiences, thanks for what we had, thanks for the good times, the laughs, thanks for talking shit about me behind my back, too. That was cool. It made me realize that you're a terrible person, and I can't be around you anymore because you're toxic and you make me feel like shit. I mean, you're gonna learn, like, the older you get, the easier it is to just drop people. And it's not that you don't care, it's not that you don't like them anymore. It's just that you can't be around that. You can't surround yourself with toxicity when it hurts you more than it hurts them. Because they're immune to their own bullshit for some reason. Number 9, did the tattoo on your chest hurt? Wow, that went from, like, to, no, it did not hurt. And I'm not just saying that, because, but this is the tattoo that the question asker is referring to. Perfection doesn't exist. And no, it didn't hurt. I just knew which letter he was on at each time. And then he, like, did the letters, and then he went back and did the, like, swirly things. I'm looking at it and pointing it out. But yeah, you get the picture. No, it didn't hurt. I could tell where the needle was. And if needles make you feel some type of way, then it would probably hurt. Number 10, what phrase describes you the most? Perfection doesn't exist, that's why I got it tatted on me. No, but in all honesty, I mean, I have a lot of word tattoos, but fighter/lover really, really describes me. Did that just get brighter? I blinked. Oh, did it get darker? I blinked. Oh god, now I have that, like, green dot, and I can't see anything. Fighter-lover really describes me. I've always described myself as both. A lot of people are like, you can only be a fighter or a lover. And it's like, no, actually, you can be both. You can have passion and also be a frickin' fighter. And then I've also had people be like, is that like UFC? Like, are you a street fighter? Like, no, bitch, I'm not. I'm fighting mental illness and transphobia every day. It's great. Number 11, have you ever worn a dress? Yes. Yes, I have. When I was a child, my grandmother used to make me dresses, like customized dresses, and I used to go to my parents' church, and I had to wear them, because my grandma goes to that church too, and she'd be like, where's the dress I made you? And I'd be like, well, I actually kind of want to wear, like, some dress pants and a suit jacket, but I'll wear it next Sunday. And, you know, I did that for a while, but then I got really uncomfortable and was like, no. Number 12, if you could erase any memory from your head, what would it be and why? This is tough, because a few years ago I would have been like, I would have erased the memory that I was ever born. Am I right? Or I would have erased the memory of my dad treating me like shit throughout my childhood. Am I right? But you know what, now, I think if I could erase any memory from my head, it would be the false perception that gender roles are a thing. I mean, they are a thing, but I mean, I think erasing gender roles from my head would be cool. Is the light flickering? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And it's probably really weird, and I don't know, but getting distracted. But yeah, I think erasing the memory that gender roles are a thing and getting that out of my head would have saved me a lot as a younger person, because now I'm you know, aware that gender roles are bullshit, and a woman is able to do everything a man can do, probably better. Just throwing that out there. And, you know, just like, you should equally share, because marriage is 50-50, or partnership is 50-50. It shouldn't be like, man's up here, like, bringing home the bacon and all that shit, and, you know, the woman's in the kitchen. Like, fuck that. That's bullshit. People are people. So I think it would be cool to unlearn that, or unremember, or undo that whole entire thing, and just be like, if you want to do this, and you identify as this, who cares? Do what you want to do. If it makes you happy, do it. You know? What is your favorite memory? Is number 13. This is difficult because I have a lot of prominent memories in my head that are good ones, but it's hard to actually say my favorite memory. Jesus. But I guess I would have to say my favorite memory is probably discovering myself. Because now this happened over a period of time, But discovering myself has been the best thing that I've ever done. And by discovering myself, I mean discovering that I am a male. It's been wonderful. I mean, yeah, I've had a lot of things happen that have been negative and have been shitty and all that stuff, but ultimately throughout the whole entire process I have discovered and figured out who I am and who I'm meant to be. And I think that's awesome. You know, life is weird that way, but it's awesome. Number 14, have you ever been called a trans slur? Yes. Yes, I have. And it's really fucking painful. And you don't want to experience that one. 15, how did you know you were transgender? Well, you might want to say are, because I am, it's not past tense. How did I know? I just knew. I just knew. The older I got, you know, when I was born, obviously I was shitting in diapers and crawling around and babbling, not speaking. But when I started being able to talk, and I started going to school and seeing other people, I started hanging out with the boys, I was like, I didn't really see myself as being another gender. I never really saw that. I was always like, I want to do what they're doing. That looks fun. That looks cool. So I would, and then I'd get weird looks from the teachers or the parents, like, what is she doing with my boys? Like, what is she doing? Why is she dirty? Why is she outside digging a hole in the ground? Why is she not concerned about getting muddy? Why doesn't she have her hair in a ponytail? Why doesn't she know how to put her hair in a ponytail? Why doesn't she have her nails painted? Why doesn't she this, that, the other? What? You know, and I was just like, I'm not doing that. Why? And the older I got, the more I was like, using male pronouns with my friends. I would always be the guy. I would always be this, that, the other. If I was a superhero, I was always a dude superhero. And it wasn't even because of the concept that the boys got the cooler stuff. It was just, I just felt more comfortable. And I think as I got older, I really just identified more with male things. And again, that's the whole gender role thing, but I think I just identified more male. I just had more inkling toward male, and then it slowly but surely turned into, I don't feel comfortable in my body. I don't like what I've got going on. And then it turned into, you know what? I could change this. I could go through with the transition. I could take hormones. I don't have to be stuck in this body prison forever. Granted, yeah, I have to be in it for a while longer because funds and all that superfluousness. But ultimately, it's almost like knowing and having the mindset that I'm going to get there keeps me alive. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I have my days where I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna be this way forever. Fuck my life. And I have a pity party, and then I'm all sad and moping around in my feelings. And some days I'm like, man, this is bullshit. I'm getting my shit together. You know, it fluctuates just like anybody. But it's not so much how did I know, it's how, it's like, I always knew, it's just like it came to light to me. The older I got, the more I understood and discovered what that meant. And was like, whoa, that's me, hey, whoa, whoa. So, yeah. Number 16, when are you legally changing your name? I don't know, I guess, you know, I thought about changing it before gender therapy and just getting it over with, because I'm sick and tired of seeing my government on everything, or getting referred to as my government, or, you know, if I have to go to court, or when I went to court and the lady was like, blank Prince, I'd rather have my last name out there because it's cool as fuck. Blank Prince, will you, you know, approach the bench? And I'm just like, look, I have to stand up, you know, and it's just like all these strangers in the courtroom, you know, are looking at me like, why are you getting up? Why are you responding to that? Oh my god, that's not a guy. It's a female. And I'm just like, no, just not there yet. You know, it's just like I have to go to the courtroom. It's a big process. I have to go to the courtroom. I have to write a letter of, like, not recommendation, but like a letter like, this is why I want to change my name. And it's like, well, what do I write on there? Hey, sup, guys? Just wanted to change my name because I'm transgender and this is an extremely feminine name and I'm identifying as a male. Please consider this. Thanks. Put it up on their bulletin board. It's going to take a while for them to, like, read that and be like, oh, yeah, let's do this. Especially in North Carolina. Are you kidding me? Can't even legally change your gender on your license here until you've had both surgeries. Until you have a PP, you can't have an M on your license. How fucked up is that? Super duper fucked up. So I have to do all of that shit. And then, sorry, I've been saying shat lately, and it's kind of funny to me. So I gotta do all that, they have to read that, then they have to be like, okay, so then they have to get me to come up there, I have to get references, people I know to say, yes, this person is a great person, they're a perfect candidate for a name change. Like, what? It's a name. Then they have to do the whole fingerprint thing, which I understand, they have to run it through the FBI database to see if I'm a criminal and if I've done anything and if I'm changing my name so I can move to another country so I can take on a different persona because I'm a criminal or something. Like, no. I literally just want to change my name because I'm a male and I would like a male's name on my ID, on my everything, not a bullshit female name. And I guess I can lump this into, what are you legally changing your name to? Vic Ivan Prince. VIP, motherfucker. Remember that, because I am a very important person. Number 17. What do you think about the whole Ruby Rose thing? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this video is already, like, longer than it should have been, but I'm going to go on a tangent because I can! Ruby Rose is a beautiful human being. She is gorgeous. She also identifies as gender fluid, but her pronouns are cool with her. But let me reiterate, she identifies as gender fluid. Okay? So all of you straight cis females out there going, I would go gay for Ruby Rose. I am a lesbian because of Ruby Rose. Here's the coolest thing I will ever tell anyone. You don't go gay. You don't go lesbian. You don't turn lesbian. You are. Just like bisexual, pansexual. You don't turn. You don't change. It's not like, what is that? Is that a full moon? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... Whoa. I feel suddenly attracted to the same sex. Whoa. I think I just went gay. Just like you can't be, like, repented and, like, smack the gay out of you. Like, no. What? No. You don't turn. You don't change. You are. And if you're a straight, if you identify as straight female, and you find Ruby Rose attractive, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not sexually attracted to men, but I find them attractive. I find them aesthetically pleasing. I find men nice to look at, but I don't want to frolic about with them naked in the bed or wherever. You know, I'm not into that. You know, just like gay men can be attracted to women and not be straight. or bi, or pan, or whatever you want to say. It's just because you find somebody attractive doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden that sexuality. Like, what? No, that doesn't make any sense. And a lot of people are frustrated because they're like, well, what do you say? What do you say then? What's going on? Like, what am I doing for Ruby Rose? I don't know, you're finding her attractive? Like, pfft, there's a thought. And not to mention, when you say that you're going quote unquote gay for somebody who's gender fluid, that doesn't make any type of sense. She's gender fluid. Do you even know what that means? No, you probably don't. You have no idea what's going on. No, you don't understand. You don't get it. Like, you don't understand. Stop saying those things because you have no idea what you're talking about. So just, there's a good idea. Just stop speaking. And just stop saying stupid things about the LGBTQIA plus community. Just stop talking. Because you're literally making yourself look stupid. Okay, and finally, last but definitely not least, what do you think about the Rachel Dolezal? What do you think about Rachel Dolezal relating herself to trans people? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Rachel. I don't know what it's like to be transracial. I have no idea what it's like. And I'm not going to try and understand or put into words what it's like, because I can't. I can't. I don't know. I'm white. I'm very privileged in that aspect. I do accept that. But I do know what it's like to be transgender. And they are two totally different things. She is trying to become something that she is not, by saying that she's meant to be another race with a spray tan and no. I am trying to become myself physically. I'm trying to portray what I am outwardly as well as inward. Like, I'm trying to get my outward appearance to reflect my inward appearance. She is literally getting a spray tan and saying that she's black when she's not. I don't know what it's like to be transracial. And I think on a certain level, trans people can relate to people who are being oppressed because of them being a minority. I'm going out on a limb. I'm not trying to step on toes. But I'm saying that instead of being ignorant and against each other, why don't we join hands? I don't know what this was. Why don't we join hands and say fuck the bullshit and fuck the discrimination? We're all people. And I think Rachel is literally making a mockery of both transgender people and transracial people. She's literally making it a laughing stock. And what she's doing is she's talking about all this extra bullshit right after Caitlyn Jenner came out. And it's just like, honey, sweetie, darling, sugar pie, stop. And I'm gonna probably hit a lot of nerves here, but I'm gonna tie this in with the whole kin thing, K-I-N. When people are like, I'm galaxy kin, I'm grass kin, I'm whatever kin. No, what? Like, I'm not, I don't know. It's difficult for me to understand because, you know, and a lot of people may be mad at me and be like, you're transgender, you should totally get not being what you're making it out to be that you're supposed to be an inanimate object. I'm just trying to get in the body that I'm supposed to be in, and you're over here like, I'm a blade of grass. I'm paint. I'm paint, Ken. I should be on this wall, not in front of it. Like, stop. If you're making yourself out to be an inanimate object, or you're saying that you're in a human body but you're meant to be an alien, stop it. Literally, you're making fun. You're making a mockery of what it's like to be transgender. I don't understand why you would do that. It's disrespectful. It's minimizing trans issues. It's minimizing. And you're making it seem like it's a joke. And like I said, I've said this in a Vine, I think. Tumblr is an extremely toxic environment, and if you can't handle it, get off, for the love of God. Like, don't even log on to tumblr.com, because you will get traumatized if you can't handle things like that. But Tumblr it can be a good place, but it can be a terrible, toxic environment. And people will attack you for things that you can't control. And people will put bullshit. I mean, it's the internet. What do you expect? But there's a lot of things going on right now, and a lot of people are like, ooh, well, if you can identify as male when you're in a female body, then I can identify as grass when I'm in a person body. Like, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like I probably pissed somebody off, but whatever. I'm forever pissing people off. This video is super long, and I'm super sorry, but I felt like these things need to be addressed and discussed. If you have any more questions at all, please ask them below or wherever I post this on. Just ask, and I will answer. I will answer anything. I'll answer anything. So just go ahead and do that. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next XY Chronicles. Until then, I will catch you guys later. What am I doing? I don't fucking